Hi friends, Jungle Raj seems to be back in America. President Trump has hammered Venezuela. Here there are 6 points which I wanted to submit before you. Let us see at the outset. The first point is that America has raided Venezuela, captured its duly elected President Maduro, took him along with his wife to America for trial and punishment. This is what the American culture is. America has not done it first time. America did the similar action around 45 years ago in Panama. This is what the US style of hegemony is still continued. The second point is that today America has captured Venezuela president. Tomorrow America has the planning to capture the whole of nation of Venezuela, including its world's largest oil reserves, as President Trump himself has declared in press conference today. Is it the reputation of history of Venezuela? Is Venezuela today under the US colony as used to be under the colony of Spain for around 300 years from 15th century to the 18th century? Okay, the third point is by stacking Venezuela, America has hammered many targets at a time. Let's see what are the targets. Mainly it is on China. The 60 billion investment in Venezuela, the huge investment for cheap oil imports seems to be jeopardized. Then Chinese growing strategic influence in Latin America in the backyard of USA also seems to be getting set back. The next aspect is that this is the end of pro-China leftist President Maduro. Then further is Chinese Belt and Road investment, huge investment worldwide, seems to be getting heat. President Trump has also given a message to the whole world that look, the US past of hegemony is back now. So every country must aware of that it should not act anything against US interest, US strategic interest. Then further point is that recently around a month or two back around, President Trump has himself declared that China and America are the best friend. What he called it, Group 2. Now, China and America are the best friend has been badly exposed with the double standard of USA by hammering Chinese interest in Venezuela and Latin America. Okay, fifth point is Venezuela being the largest oil reserve hardly gets its output in proportion to its size due to mismanagement, lack of investment, introduction of sanction on Venezuela, and the great power rivalry. So, despite Venezuela is a great oil producing country, the ground reality is otherwise. The ground reality is the Venezuela is facing hyperinflation and poverty. Okay, the fifth point is by charging President Maduro as a smuggler, but President Trump's eyes on Venezuela's oil. This is in fact the tail ka khel and nothing else. As regards India is concerned, it has impacts on India, bad impacts on India. India-Venezuela annual bilateral trade is around $8 million, out of which India imports around $6.5 million from Venezuela. Mainly it is oil that may suffer it now. Now India's Reliance company used to buy huge oil from Venezuela for refining it. But this company is forced to stop it after imposing sanction, American sanction on Venezuela. It has already suffered. Now ONGC, the public company, public oil company, public oil and gas company of India, has stakes in two oil company of Venezuela, but hardly gets its income because of several reasons, including mismanagement. Anyway, India's relationship with Venezuela is somehow good. India's ambassador is there, looking after India's interest. But directly or indirectly, India has to suffer because of US hammering on Venezuela. This is what the whole story is there. Now, as regards India's reaction is concerned, the whole world is reacting, most of the countries, except a few countries of Europe, supporting American action. But almost entire world has condemned it. India is keeping quiet. This is what the surprise is. India, being active global player, is not expected to keep quiet. If India keep quiet against the injustice being meted out to any country in the world, how other country will stand with India? India has already seen its loneliness during the last Pahalgam issue and Operation Sindoor. So this is what India has to think about it. Anyway, this is the end of my video, but at the end of video, I must thank all of you.